What's going on, everybody? 6:30 in the morning. Your boy just got up. I'm gonna go outside, do some yard work. Gotta do it before it gets hot. It gets hot. It gets 100 and something degrees. I got this bad boy to charge him real quick. So it says to charge it up, it's gonna take 2 hours. I'm just gonna go eat some breakfast real quick, and then from there I'm gonna go outside and test my little transmitter. My little transmitter is already fully charged. Have you pushed that little button? The power button right here. Nothing coming on, so that means these things are charged. And look at how much battery I still have on this thing. Still pretty lit. Looks like it just used one little light indicator. Now, this right here, you could charge it 3 different ways. What I'm looking at, because I don't read the book. I don't read the manual, so I'm looking at it. You could charge it 3 different ways. Here, you plug up the power, the USB to it, and you could charge your devices like that, or you could take them out of this case and charge them you could charge them individually. Hold on, let me pause this and get this sucker out. So one way, leave them in here, push that button, charge it that way. Another way, you plug them up to the USB and plug this bad boy up to your, if you have that plug, then you charge it that way. And the third way, you put them in here and you plug that bad boy up and you charge it that way, in case this is dead. So they're like 3 different ways to charge it. That's pretty good. This is kind of cool too, because like, let's say you're performing and you forgot to charge it and it's dying, you can just hook up a USB to it. That's the way my other ones that I have, since it's only like 3-4 hour run time, I have to hook up a USB to keep them going. And I don't want to do that. That's the reason why I bought this, because it says 9 hours. And yesterday I used it for 5 hours. I stopped the time over here. Let me see. I stopped it. Oh, still going. I didn't stop it. My bad. But I thought I stopped it. And then this one right here, I was trying to get 5 hours because I increased the watts. So now I'm doing, there's 50 watts moving heads. So that's 100, and this is a 500 watt battery. So I could probably do 5 hours. And last night when I tested, I didn't get 5 hours because I had this the little dumb Donners plugged up, and it was taking some juice. So I recommend having that one charged, and you're gonna be taking juice from the moving head. And in my case, the way I have them just sitting there since last night, they're draining. Dang. Since I went to sleep at midnight, they've just been like that since midnight. So these suckers last a long time too. They probably last about a good 8 hours before you have to charge them up again. So my solution is, in case, let's say I'm doing a gig and I see that I'm at 10%, the solution is to plug up my other battery to it and plug this sucker up and let this one get the juice from that battery. That's the only solution, Or I could plug this up to the other battery that I have, because I'm going to do a gig this week. I'm going to take my battery for the first time. And I am amazed with this battery. I am happy with this battery. It's performing the way it is. The other battery, when I'll plug it up, it was a 1200 watt battery. And I'll plug it up, and my calculation will tell me it should last a good 8 hours. And next thing you know, it's like 3 hours later, it's halfway dead. I'm like, what the? Like, that sucker used to drain quick. So that means it was defected. That's the reason I never used it that much, because I knew something was wrong with it, because the test wasn't correct. And this one, if it tells you 6 hours, it's 6 hours, So this is really accurate. I like it. I think I could probably get a good 8 hours blasting. That's what I think. So I'm gonna test it for the first time, and I'm gonna really see, because I'm just gonna be Latin music. Latin music doesn't have bass. That we have a lot of cumbias. Reggaeton has good bass, but most of the cumbias, merengue, banda doesn't have that bass, that boom, that 808 bass doesn't have that. So it's not gonna use a lot of power. But when I play hip hop, reggaeton, house music, that use a lot of boom, 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 and it takes a lot of power. So This gig is gonna be Latin music this weekend. I'll take it. The only thing that I'm worried about is getting hot, cause it is hot at night. When the sun goes down, it's still 100 and some degrees. By the time it's like 10 o'clock, it's 80 something degrees, like 85. It's still warm out there, and this gig is done at 10. So I might use this little fan. I have a little cooling fan down here. I've been using it for my controller lately. I have a little fan down here. This little fan, I just put my little mixer on top to cool my mixer down. But I might get this fan and just put this on top of the fan, so at least it's blowing air at the bottom. There's no vents in the bottom, so it probably won't do anything. Or I put it on the side, put it right here on the side, and let the air go in and cool it down. We'll see. So yeah, this is a little USB fan. I could even put it right here, just laying sideways on it, and just let the air go in. Let the ventilation cool it down a little, because that's the only thing I'm concerned about. It's getting hot, and this one does have a like a smart chip inside, so it has if it gets hot, it'll shut off. If it overdraws too much power, it'll shut off. It has like a little chip in it to protect the battery in case something happens. But so far, man, the little bad boy, a Jackery. If you guys know what Jackery is, that's another battery. That Jackery. It's like 2 times bigger than this. Huge. And this one outperforms a Jackery. I don't want to talk bad about Jackery though, but this one's outperforming. That's why I don't like getting name brands, because sometimes you find something else that's better. But this one, it is a name brand. The company is legit. The Picron, I think it's called Picron. This company is legit. Picron. This is a legit company. It's not like the other one. The other one was a no-name brand that was probably starting out. Who knows? But yeah, I'm happy with this one. It's performing pretty good. So let's get my little gadgets set. I'm gonna eat breakfast. I'm gonna set up my gadget, take my speaker outside, take the battery outside. We're gonna do some yard work, and I'll see how well this is gonna go through the walls, because I'm gonna be out here in the front, so it's gonna go through this door. I'm gonna set up my speaker in the garage, so we're gonna see. It's gonna go through a couple doors. I'm gonna listen and see if it goes through walls, and see if I get any cutoff. So that's just in case. But I never do gigs like that, like where I go through walls and stuff. Most of my gigs are outdoors, and I got open range, nothing blocking. So we'll see. I'm just testing it out just to see. And if it passes that test, I'm gonna order another set, because I like these so far. And then when I just show up at gigs, I just bring them out, plug them up, and I'm done. I don't have to worry about cables, and when I'm packing it up, all these wrapping up cables, I just pack it up, and I'm out. Peace.